Hello, this is Jason, also known as Rumblefish in the games that I play, back for part 3 of our experimentation with the pre-alpha release, also known as a demonstration of Satellite Rain. When I left off last time, I had just finished this mission over in this area using stealth tactics, which was very fun to do, but it left us with a deficit of skill point rewards. So, well, not a deficit. We didn't get any skill point rewards because right now, as far as I can tell, maybe not the only mechanic for gaining skill points, but certainly the primary mechanic for gaining skill points for your characters in this game is through combat. So that means that going forward, I kind of need to go loud. I need to get in some fights and kill some guards. And since there's some standing right here, what better place to start? Let's just go ahead and attack these guys. Although I don't know why these guys have come down here and expose themselves to do that. But what's done is done. Can you shoot this guy from behind? Oh, you can. That's just harsh. Okay, so we killed a couple guards there, and look, our support guy got a skill point. Right now, we need to put away our weapons. And you'll notice that each of my guys, because they were out in the middle of the street shooting, now has a certain degree of notoriety or wantedness, I guess I should call it. I don't know what else to call it. Threat level, perhaps. Oh, and we walked into the side of this camera, so let's take it out before it alerts anybody to us. Okay, so now we are all kind of, we really need to be off the street is where we need to be. But I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that even though it looks like we're standing right in front of a police station, I haven't seen any guards spawn here before, so I'm going to leave the guys here for a second while I pop into the menu here and talk a little bit about skills, since I finally have a point to spend. So it gives me this option to look now. So our support guy is the one who we have a point to spend. I'll just go ahead with him. I want to make him a field medic. That'll give him the ability to heal people who are around him as they take damage in combat. We can look at the other classes here. So right now the soldier class is the one that has the fewest options to improve. Basically, you can give him more health, you can improve his weapon damage, or he has harden, which is a sort of ability he can use to take less damage during firefights. Support we just looked at. World scan increases his ability to see the networks around him. Field medic I already talked about. Health, self-explanatory. You can make him a better weapon specialist as well, and he also has team stims, which will distribute stimulants to the team, enhancing senses and reflexes for a short time. The infiltrator, he can cloak. The more points you spend, the longer the cloak lasts. However, I do know from experience that while this works on people, it does not work on cameras. Cameras still see you. Don't know if that's intended or it's a bug. I can kind of understand if it's intended. I can see whereas people wouldn't be walking around with infrared, detection and things like that. Cameras might have that. So the fact that when he was cloaked, I've had a camera spot him didn't bother me so much, but I kind of used cloak assuming that it cloaked him from everybody, and it did not. So that'll be something I'll have to ask the developers about eventually. Melee attack, he carries a katana, which even on his animation in the game you can see on his back, but he can't use it until he has a point in his skill. So one thing I would probably recommend to the developers is if you're going to give it to him, to automatically give him at least one level of attack ability with it to start out with. Don't make people level up for it. Health, weapon specialist, self-explanatory. Master thief, this allows him to use zip lines around the city, and it's not anything that he can shoot out and create a zip line. It's pre-existing zip lines, like cables and things like that that connect different buildings. So what I'm not sure about is once you spend 1 point in this you know, skill that goes up to 4, you can use any zip lines around the city. So why, once you spend 1 point in it, you would want to spend another 3 is beyond me. And actually it wouldn't be 3 points, because as you level each one of these skills up for all these guys, the way it works is, you know, 1 point in a skill costs 1 point, 2 points in a skill costs 2 points, 3 points in a skill costs 3 points, etc. So really, to level this up to level 4, you're looking at 7, 8, 9, 10 points, 10 skill points you'd have to sink into this. So again, if I can put 1 point in there and he can use zip lines, why would I want to sink another 9 into it? I'm not sure. That part, the devs might have an idea for it. If they do, you know, it may change. I don't know where they're going with that. But anyway, and the hacker, health, weapon specialist, self-explanatory, hacking, self-explanatory, and hijack. Hijack is an ability I haven't actually used yet. You'll see on a lot of the little NPC characters that are wandering around the city that a lot of them, you can actually see they're walking around with neural implants and things like that. You can see little screens and, you know, indicators and things like that implanted on them. But this allows your hacker to hijack them, basically take them under his control and make them do things. What things they can do and how effective they are, I don't know. Haven't done it yet. But we will see as we go forward. Okay, so, wow, even after that lengthy explanation and time spent talking about that, we still have threat level here. Well, I just might risk it anyway. Another thing I can talk about while we're waiting right here is navigation. Okay, we just lost our threat level, so now we can move a bit more freely. So navigation. I had mentioned this earlier, and I think that I kept saying mini-map when what I meant was map. So to clarify how navigation works in this demo is anywhere you want to go in this city, you pretty much have to click and drag to, and then click on the ground to get your guys to go there, which is, I want my guys to go here for now, which is less than ideal. So right now, if you go into your mission map and, you know, select a mission, so the one I want to do to get, as I mentioned at the end of the last episode, was I want to go to the Wyvern Hotel next. It'll create a ping on your map, but there's no way, you know, by clicking on here or anything, you can't automatically navigate to that point. In addition to not being able to automatically navigate, there are some places in the city that are restricted areas, and if your hacker can get through that door, then when you click on this map to create a point to go to, actually I need to go down here. I missed this spawn beacon earlier. I need to go ahead and tap into it. Your hacker will lead the team through those secure areas, and so if it's something like right now, my guys aren't even on the screen, I'm not watching, or I'm, you know, reading through a mission description or something like that while they run, then, you know, you find yourself in the middle of a hostile environment getting shot at. So that's something that I think the developers need to probably look at, is smarter auto pathing. I mean, the actual pathing itself can always be a little better, but just because you can go through some areas, you probably shouldn't. Auto pathing through a secured area ought to be disabled so that your hacker doesn't just take people through areas that you didn't tell him specifically to hack. That's my feelings on it. But just as you can't, just as you can't navigate by clicking at a point on this map, the same thing works for the mini-map. So pretty much you're left with the ping that you have to just kind of move towards. Okay, this is where we want to go. We're going to use a car to show you how those work. So the way cars are implemented in the demo right now is you don't have one, but you can steal one. I don't know if you can, I don't think you can hijack one. I don't think you can take one that's got people in it, but my guys can take this one. And the way cars work is they work to some degree just as the people do. Like you kind of click around to where you want them to go. The thing is that once you pull out into traffic, you're kind of like on a roller coaster. You're kind of, or a rail, you know, on a railroad track. You're kind of going where that takes you. So if I were coming up along here and realized, oh, this is the wrong way, I don't want to go this way, there's no way. I can't just like click back and make a U-turn or anything like that. You're just kind of stuck on in the lane that you're in and can only make turns, you know, as opportunity allows to try to get to where you want to go. Actually, doggone it. This is going to kind of mess me up. That's a, I think this is an ATM. Yeah, I can hack that ATM, and I just put them in the car. So actually, before we go, sorry to belabor this, but need all the money we can get. Spotted this ATM. I'm going to send my hacker over here real quick. Then I'll show you how you can use cars to get around. So cars make it, make moving around the city a lot faster. They are very buggy right now, is what I've seen reading some posts from other people who've played the demo. And most people advise against using them. They recommend avoiding them. But I've only tried using them twice, and they worked for me each time. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a try again here, just to show you. Okay, so we're stealing this car. Everybody jump in. And I think it's the stealing the car is actually linked to the hacker ability. I'm not sure yet. So now I got everybody in the car. What I have to do is I have to find the place on this map that I want them to go. Again, tedious and clunky, and I trust the developers will significantly streamline this piece before release. Alright, that's where I want to go, so I want them to pull up here. So there we go. We've set our waypoint, and not sure what kind of weird pathing thing it's doing, but it appears we're moving out. There we go. So now we are on our way expeditiously, and we're there. Not sure how you get out. Oh. That's kind of cool. Alright, I thought that when I got out of this car I would just sit in the road and stay there, or maybe drive off, but apparently it's ours now. We stole it and we parked it, and it's going to sit there and wait for us, so that works for me. Add a car to our list of gear. Bind to this beacon and get ready for a fight, because we need to generate some skill points. Let's see. So our research is complete. We have laser pistols now. Something I have to do over here. Complete, yes. Research is complete. Gear, no weapons. Pistols. Ah, here we go. So, actually before we buy laser pistols for everybody, let's talk about the research screen a little bit. This is something that I like the idea of it for things like laser pistols, because in any cyberpunk game, it's, you know, set in the not too distant future. It's not difficult to imagine there being some energy weapons, but I wouldn't imagine they'd be commercially available. and extremely rare even on something like a black market. So finding a laser pistol prototype or something like that and having to perform research on it in order to reproduce it so the other members of your team can use it, that I'm on board with. That I think makes sense. However, in this demo of the game right now, I mentioned in another episode, there's no black market or anything to where you can just go and buy other conventional weapons to equip your guys with that would normally be available either commercially or on a black market. So I think that part's a little silly. I think you ought to be able to get all the, like a shotgun. If I want a shotgun right now in the demo, I can't go to any store or black market and buy it. I have to find a shotgun on a mission, reverse engineer it so that I can create it for my other guys, and that's a bit absurd. I'm hoping the devs will fine-tune this mechanic, and this is not what we see in the final game, and there's some discrimination between what needs to actually be researched and what can just be bought if you have the money. If they don't change it, if research remains the game mechanic to improve your arsenal and get other equipment, would I live with that to play this game? Yes, but it's kind of a less than impressive way to go about putting conventional weapons into the game, in my opinion. So I sincerely hope that they don't implement it the way it is in the demo right now. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead, since how much money do we have? Actually we don't have that much. We only have 12,000 because we haven't hacked that many ATMs because we haven't gotten any skill points to improve our hackers' ability to hack them. So I am not at this time going to load everybody up with laser pistols since they're 540 apiece. I'm going to stick with the regular conventional pistol. And here we go. We're going to get in our first fight right here. Take out this guy. And we did so quickly, I think we may have gotten away without raising any alarms. I don't see any guards running this way, so we'll put our weapons away. Head up this way. Now, one thing I will say, full disclosure, is that I started playing this mission a little while ago and started making a video from it, and I failed miserably in my first attempt. I got into this area, and this patrol coming in saw me. I had snuck past this guy back here, so once I started shooting back and forth with these guys, then we had this guy back here behind us picking at us. Eventually, after he'd been fighting for a while, he called for help, and more guys came up, and they started throwing grenades at me, so I was pretty much screwed. It was funny, and maybe I'll put it in the end of this video as a sort of blooper for your entertainment. However, I'm trying not to repeat that mistake here. Okay, this is something I don't like. Why the hell would you... So this means you can get cover. So why the hell would you put 3 guys on one side and the other guy in front of it instead of just standing behind it? I think that could be made a little smarter. Alright, tell you what, I want my soldier up here. I want my support up here. And I want my hacker up here. My infiltrator, since he has his sniper rifle, I do believe, can stay back here. So we are in place. When these guys come back over here, we'll engage them. Notice, pay attention to their flashlights, because if they see these guys, you'll see how they change color. They go from this sort of white light to yellow. But they're not being very attentive. Alright, we may have... What about this guy? Now let's go ahead, shoot him. I don't feel like waiting for the pathing to do its thing again. Take these guys out. sniper. It really sucks. Alright. So we took those guys out fast. It doesn't look like they called any help, and nobody over here was really close enough to hear, which, if I were a developer, I would extend the range on that personally. I mean, guys walking around even as close as this, I think would hear gunfire. Should be able to hear gunfire right here. But for the purposes of making this video, it makes it a little easier for me, so I can go in here and accomplish the things I need to do. Now, since we did a little bit of killing there, we have some skill points, these little green numbers beneath the portrait. You see we have one for the infiltrator and one for the hacker. So let's go ahead and skill up. Hacker's easy. I want him to hack. So finally give him a level 2, which will enable him to hack level 2 ATMs, open level 2 doors, etc. Infiltrator. Guess we'll go with melee attack right now. He's got a pretty powerful katana attack that if he's in melee range he can use and can help take some people out faster. So, alright, so need hacker to open this door for us. There's been some talk on the forums on Steam anyway about building interiors, and the thing they just did where they go through one door and come out the other. There's been some people who said, you know, they didn't like that. They thought that they really ought to be building interiors put into the game. And while I agree with that, because it is super cool to walk around the exterior of the city, I mean, really where things should be getting tactical is mostly inside buildings as you go to try to actually grab the thing that you are on your mission for. And looking at the game, before I started playing it, I kind of fell on that side of the fence, was like, well, that's kind of cheap. They're not going to do any building interiors. But apparently the developers don't want to bog the game down with load screens, so they're putting a lot of emphasis on making the exterior maps very tactical, and that's where you do everything that you need to do, like moving around and fighting. And even though that bugged me, now that I've been playing the demo, I find myself so immersed in this, and when I'm on a mission, there's so much on the exterior that I have to do just to try to get into the facility. I have not missed the fact that I have not been able to actually go into a facility and, you know, try to fight or sneak my way to an additional objective, because getting to the objective as it is in the exterior portion has been challenging enough, and I haven't even really thought about it or missed it. Now, that being said, if they were to add interiors, would I be upset in the least? Not at all. I still think that would be super cool. But apparently, because they don't want to bog the game down with different load screens and everything, the way they designed this map is, the way they designed the game is they want everything to be on one map. And the way they designed this map was that, well, you can look at the facilities, some of the places they have to go into. It's like a vault door, and then the building that that vault door is in, it really isn't very large. So it sounds like, from a dev post I read on one of the Steam forums, it sounds like that if they were going to go indoors, they wanted to make it seamless. And since they have limited resources to work with, creating a map that seamlessly allowed you to follow the team outdoors and indoors it just was not practical for the money and manpower they had. So that's why you get so that's why you get a super sexy exterior map because they don't have the time and money to go back and redesign all the graphics and everything that would go into creating a great interior. I think I'm going to snipe these cameras. We already decided we're going to go loud, so no reason to leave these things up. Dude, how close are you going to get with a sniper rifle to shoot a camera? Seriously? Shoot it. Thank you. Now this one. Oh, that wasn't smart. Missed that one over there entirely. What are you doing? I know I said run, but can you shoot this camera, please? Apparently not. Alright, my infiltrator is in open rebellion. And even after I told him to put his weapon away, he's still shooting. At what? I don't know. Dude. Alright, so now we've got drones en route. Okay, here we go. We want to take these things out pretty quick, and they do die pretty quick. But it just sucks to have something that has that air superiority and range over you. Alright, so did we get that camera? Okay, we see other security coming over here. Let's take up some defensive positions, guys. These positions aren't going to be terribly defensive from there, so this is better. Alright, unleash hell. Let's gather up some skill points here. Absolutely not the way, realistically, you would want to go about this. Your first, for the kind of missions these guys are doing, their first attempt, you know, would always be stealthy. Oh, that guy's got too much cover. That's just wasting ammo shooting at him. Alright, so let's move over here. From here? Yes, we can. Look at that armor disappear. That health bar deplete. Alright, shoot that guy. That guy's heavy. Ooh, oh, that's bad. Alright. Things are going south here. Support, can you revive that guy? You two. Provide cover. Alright. So, they did a pretty good job of fighting back there. We're going to use some hit and run tactics to fall back here, heal up. These guys do heal over time. Nope. Yeah, I know, I told you to go after that guy. He stepped out there, but let's not do it. So we're just going to sit here for a minute, get some health back since he did some pretty good damage to our one guy who was out here on the end. He had cover, so I'm not sure how they were able to ping him so hard, but they did. But we did take out all the cameras out here, so they've got no eyes. Works for me. I guess I could have come over here and hacked this, but like I said, I was going to go loud to get skill points anyway, so not a big deal. Heal up, folks. This is something I don't entirely get. So, energy. Huh. Alright, so that's a little weird. Glancing down here, the bars. Oh, I guess the green bar, I hadn't paid attention to that before. I just glanced and thought that the green bar was their health, even though you have, obviously, the red health bar, as indicated above their heads right here. I guess green is how close they are to their next experience level, or skill point, rather. But on that note, our soldier picked up one, so let's make him a better fighter, so that we can complete our missions easier. We'll be doing more damage now. And you can kind of see right here where the guys I killed, they dropped weapons. You can pick these up though. I haven't seen like what effect it has on any part of the game, in the demo anyway. I haven't seen any of these things appear in my gear options, and it doesn't add any money up here. There's no store to sell the stuff to. Okay, so when I played this mission before, where the heck is it we gotta go? I forget. Okay, right there. Yeah, there's a lot more security here than when I played this mission before. Can we hit from there? We can. Well, you can shoot from there. There we go. Come on. Keep pinging him. He's standing in the open. Alright, and the rest of you... back here quickly. These two, they keep waiting. Shoot at him when he stands up, not while he's behind cover. Get back here. Come back here. Alright, infiltrator, when are you going to shoot this one guy? Come on. Well, you can't shoot him through a wall. I wish you wouldn't even shoot and waste your ammo when he's behind a wall, but... Let's do this. Move over here. Let's shoot at this guy. Alright, well, game bug. Taking advantage of it there. Get a kill, get some points. Alright, this guy's almost dead, so I'm just going to charge him. I'm going to run in here. Right there. Guys, didn't I select you and tell you to come in here? There we go. Now, this guy. Alright, he's down. Again, not the preferred way to go about this, but you need to generate some skill points. Okay, so these guys seem to take notice of that. They hunkered down. This guy is still patrolling. So these are, when I was going through the skills earlier, one of the skills that the infiltrator has is use zip lines, and these are some of the zip lines around the city, the existing cables that are already there. Alright, take this guy down. he's so close to death. Let's just move in and get him. What are our cover options? Ooh, we can get a... Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I think I want to send my sniper up here to shoot and draw fire from these guys, maybe? Now these guys come in over here and kerflank. Okay, there we go. We did not... Ooh, fall back, fall back, fall back. So here, it got interesting. Need to take out these drones fast. Fortunately, drones do die pretty fast. You need to fall back. You need to get out of line of sight. So we... Oh, crap, that's not good. Alright, you, over here. I don't think I can res him. No, I can't. Alright. 2 guys down. Alright, you see all the resistance that's coming out of there now? We just need to run away! Alright. So our hacker died. He just spawned in right there. He'll be joined by our support guy here in a second. Picked up some skill points from that skirmish though. Support and infiltrator both earned some. Make sure these guys are still alive. So the benefit to dying is now these guys are at the spawn beacon and they can resupply. So the guys that survived, they're going to be much shorter on their rifle ammunition. Which actually, because of that, it makes more sense just to run them back to the beacon and let them resupply, because I can see all the stuff that I've caused to spawn up here in this area. So I know I'm going to have a lot more fighting to do. Oh man, look at all that stuff over there too. Lots of fighting to do. So I want them to get resupplied. In fact, these guys can take out this drone because it's going to become a problem when we come back through. Now, like I said, last time I did this mission I got good gear rewards, so I'm hoping that the rewards will be just as substantial as they were the time before. If they aren't, then, well, I guess it won't be a complete waste because I did need to generate some skill points and I'm getting them. Let's see. So another bug in the game right now is that you would think that if you are low on ammunition, then when you run within a certain proximity of the beacon, you would resupply. Again, another flaw of the demo, not the final game. The demo is that it doesn't happen. You have to actually go in, select the weapon that you want to resupply, so the rifle, the OZ here, remove it and re-equip it for each class. Do I want to give the sniper an OZ? I'll think about that for a second. Since he's not a great sniper, actually I think I am going to go with an OZ for him this time. So now everybody should be full up on their rifle ammo. We do have some skill points to spend, so let's do that. Supply guy. His focus really needs to be healing. However, since I only have 1 point to spend, I'm gonna put it in weapon specialist right now. The more damage we can put out, the faster fights are over. The more likelihood that we will survive. Since I'm not sneaking around, I'm not gonna get cloak. I don't need Master Thief yet. That's the thing that allows him, the infiltrator, to use the zip lines. Not sneaking, not doing that. Not concerned about his health yet. Really what I want is to make him a better weapon specialist, so I'm going to hold off to get another point and increase that. So he will sit on his point for now, so to speak. And it looks like at least one of these guys is going to, no, both of them. They're going to be some skill point fodder for us up here. I wasn't really looking to fight them, but since they're going to get in my way, why not? Alright, this should be easy to get to. We had pretty much already cleared this path. Just got all the resistance there around the objective. Some kind of bug here, some kind of invisible wall that... Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, great, there's a guard up there. Alright, come on, dude. The guys are sitting down here in the open. Come on. No, not that way. This way. God. Alright, this is really annoying little bug here. That invisible wall or whatever's going on. The guy is right here. Fight him. Oh, for God's sake. And that's just brilliant. They're, this is just a comedy of errors right here. Fortunately, nobody died. So that part won't slow us down. However, we did just take a bunch of damage that didn't think I would take before I got back over in this area. So they've got a drone and a dude. So let's stop here and let everybody heal up before we go charging in again. Oh, there's another guy over here. Huh. Well, one thing that could happen here is that we could just... If it gets too difficult, we could cut our losses. And sneak in. Just do as much fighting as we can to generate some skill points. And then at a certain time, just call it, you know, we've earned enough skill points to be satisfied. Let's just press on beyond that and send the infiltrator in. We could put that point into cloak and maybe try to sneak him in there. I'm going to save that point for weapon specialist. Hacker. I really want him to put another point, keep putting points in hacking, but he too needs weapon specialist 1 for everybody is a good investment in early game from what I've seen. Because again, the more damage you guys can put out, the faster you can end fights. Alright, drone down. So where is this guy? He's in cover. Down. Is he down? He is. Alright, fall back. I cannot tell where this guy is. He should not be... I don't think he should be in a building, so I can't tell if that's a bug of some sort. If he's in the building, then he sure looks like he's in the building. That gives him some unfair cover. Oh crap, I didn't see this drone coming behind us. Alright, priority target right here. Take this drone out. Now, shoot this guy. Alright, yeah, he's... I think that, I don't even think that's, I don't even think that's, I think that's a bug. Because he's got crazy cover there. Alright, come out here. Get out here, you're taking too much damage. So that's going to make this part right here a little tough with this blowhole over here pinging us in the back while we try to fight our way through what's up here. Although, if we can get through 1, 2, really? It's down to 2 guys? If we can get through these 2 guys... we got, it looks like a clear path to the objective, so maybe it's just a charge. It's not a tactic I like to use, but maybe that's the thing to do here. Just wait for the guys to heal up. It looks like, no, Hacker still needs a little bit more. Yeah, this guy over here, that sucks. I don't think that's fair if he's in that building. And I don't know, I don't think I can rotate the camera or anything to actually see, but it looks like he's sitting inside it. Maybe he's supposed to be on top of it or something, I can't tell. Whatever, I just unloaded a bunch at him and not a single round touched him. So I'm not going to waste time trying to engage him. Now one thing I will look at is these cameras are a bit problematic, because I think the cameras are the things that are calling in all the backup forces. So if I can shut down those cameras, I can always, well, and see, that's just it. I can easily take them out, but I'm going to have to jump up here and be shooting at these guys, and I don't want to be wasting time or rounds on cameras when I'm up here. So, where might I hack all these things? looking for a purple terminal and I don't see it. Oh. No way, could that be it? Alright, hacker, come over here, let's give it a try. No, it did not affect those cameras right there, so. Affected all these out here, which I could easily shoot out. But what I need is, these things look like they're, no? There's a line leading over here somewhere to another camera. So this is another part of the game where, I swear that looks like it's leading over here, where, you know, using your support to figure out the network, your hacker to exploit the network. If you're willing to take the time, you could play this extremely tactically. But at this particular, for this particular mission, I'm just not willing to invest that much effort into it. I'd rather just shoot a bunch of guys and get my skill points and get the rewards. So let's see, put them up here. I don't think they have great line of sight though. I hate to do it, but I think the best thing to do is just charge. Makes the least amount of sense, but let's just go. Just go. Get up here and do it. Shoot that guy. Make him number one. Got a little bit of cover there, so it's taking a little while. Alright, you need to fall back. You need to fall back. Alright, so you got one of the guys. Here and hunker down. Just hunker down. Guy taking any damage? Alright, let's not waste ammo. Have them put their weapons up so we don't piss ammo away on that guy. Heal for a second, and we'll go charge around this corner and take this guy down. So who's hurt the most? The hacker is hurt the most. So I think what I want to do is have the hacker take out this camera and have the other three attack this guy. So guard, camera, and then this camera, which technically we could avoid, but there's no point, will be our real only obstacles. Alright, so he's moving, so that means it's time to go. So you, and you. I want you to charge up here and shoot that guy. Hacker, get up here. Okay, all of you shoot the camera then, before it sees you, please. Crap. Alright, come on. Alright, both cameras are out. But not before they were able to, everybody behind cover over here. And the first thing that needs to go, well, no, this guy does. Put him down. Now, the drone. Alright, now, everybody move up here, take out this guy. That was pretty cool how the AI responded to that, and he moved around to get behind some cover. But we got him, finally. Alright. Please tell me this is worth it, that we get some good rewards here. Because this was a long series of hit-and-run tactics. Try to complete this mission. Shielding, we got a shotgun. And okay, that's alright. Not exactly what I was hoping for, but first thing I'm going to do, since we made it this far, is I'm going to save. Thank you. Now we are going to exfil. So, this particular episode turned out to be a bit longer than I thought it would. I like the fact that the game doesn't just, there's not a point where the game just gives up and doesn't send any more resistance at you. Until you take out the cameras and things like that. And once there's nobody there to continue calling in reinforcement, it recognizes that. Actually, let's step up here and get rid of this guy. He's going to be in our way. Oh, there's two guys. There we go. I've got all kinds of skill points to spend. The drone we will go ahead and plan to destroy when we get over here. If it makes the mistake of getting in our way, which it looks like it will. A weapon here to pick up. I don't know what that does for us, but I will pick it up all the same. Okay, so we're running back out into the city. Time to go into incognito mode. Have everybody put their weapons away so as not to draw attention. Come over here, camp out by the spawn beacon, spend some skill points. Alright, so our weapon specialist has 2 to spend. His next level of specialist costs 2 points. That is definitely what I want. Support. I've put 1 into weapon specialist. Field medic is more important for him. I think I'm going to sit on that point for now for him. For infiltrator, he has 2. I think what I'm going to do, just because I'm not sure how the future missions are going to play out, going loud is always going to give me more experience, but there may be some for fun points that I may want to sneak. So I'm going to spend 1 in cloaking and 1 in master thief, so he'll be able to use zip lines around the city. And our hacker, what can we do with 1 point? Not ready to mess with hijack left yet. I'm gonna hang on to the point right now so I can bring his hacking up to level 3. Alright, so there you go. We completed the... I'll do one more save now that I... have some new gear and things. Got the shotgun to research. Let's get started on that. Got some cyberware. Shielding light. I don't know what this is. A fine film of kinetic alloy fillings held at distance from the user via magnetic field. On impact with a high-speed projectile, the kinetic friction causes surrounding fibers. So it's, oh, it's light shielding. It's not like a shielding light. I see what we're saying. Huh. So basically a kind of armor. So that's good. Yeah, we'll want to research that as well. So we got some good stuff. Not some of the things I was hoping for. There are some better weapons in the game, like SMGs and things that you can get. But still, good loot out of that mission. Fought our way in and out. Got some skill points. Made up for what we did not get for doing the first 2 missions quietly. And there, I'm going to call it an episode, because this went on for a really long time with all the fighting. I'm going to continue playing through these missions. So please subscribe and follow me. And like if you like what you see in this game. Once again, this is available on Steam for a pre-alpha release for about $27. I encourage you, if you like what you see, to purchase it, buy your way into the game, give the devs some money to go towards further development. See you in Part 4. That is an opening. Okay. Oh, and they've seen us. Alright, so guys, get down. I guess we're going loud right here. So here you go. You can see some combat. And I've drawn fire from the guy who was behind me as well. Get over here. Let this guy get behind some cover. Why aren't you people shooting? Really? Alright, well shoot there then. Shoot the guy who you can see. If you can't see the guy I told you to shoot, then for God's sake. Alright, so you see more security coming. So this is what I was referring to. Already this fight looks like it's not going in my favor. If I already have some skill points spent, I could have leveled some people up, be doing a little more damage when I hit them. But because I stealthed in the last mission, I wasn't able to do that. Alright, sniper, how about you come over here? This guy's further away, I want you to shoot this guy. I think they need to do a little more work on the civilians screaming in the background. Some of those just sound like a guy on his headset sitting in the office. We need some crowd reaction, so scream into your microphone. Ah! There you go. That's the one right there. Great sound effect. Oh crap. He threw a grenade, son of a bitch. Okay, so 3 of my guys are down. Managed to... Okay, not good. Not good.